Stop. Hang on. Wait. One more thing. Hi, I'm FEC. Is there time for questions? Good, because I have one. Why? Why make all these advancements? What's the point? Right? Oh, you're so quiet now. Look, I'm a machine. I'm proud of it. That's my fan. Longer battery life. Plug it in. Where are you going? Just plug it in. Fast. I'm fast. I'm still fast. Check it out. Still got it. PC. Still got it. I've always been there. I always will be. Fast. Okay. My battery's drained. I gotta go plug in. Good luck. Woo! Outlet!
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to ADN Tech. Hope you're having a lovely day. Changing the lighting situation here because it's a really nice day outside and I can't actually see behind me. Like I did say that I wanted to give a recap on the Apple event that happened on Tuesday and basically just my thoughts. I'm not going to get too technical on it because I don't feel like I can actually give you enough insight that actually benefits you. And you've probably seen all those videos anyway. I'm going to give you my general thoughts as somebody who just watched the event and enjoyed what I saw. Building up to it, I wasn't too sure what to expect. I wasn't too sure how the event would go. I feel like we kind of knew we'd be getting at least one or two products, and I think it was actually the shortest Apple event in like history. It's a short and sweet event, but it was a massive event purely for reasons of the fact that this is Apple ditching Intel. This is Apple making everything on their own, and this is what the future is going to bring for the Mac line, really. Now, when you dissect everything from the event, basically, this is Apple taking that first big step into sort of moving on everything onto their own chips. And what that means is that Apple can actually now start to develop things properly and not have to wait for Intel and actually just bring Mac users pure power. For the longest time, the argument's been that Apple don't really care about the power user anymore. I think now we're kind of on the cusp of this transition period. We're going to start to see Apple focus more on power and efficiency when it comes to Macs. And yeah, so I think one of the main things for me was the MacBook Air refresh. I'm not too bothered about the fact that there's no redesign. I'm not too bothered about the fact that it doesn't look flashy. I think what everyone has to consider, and I've seen a lot of this argument online, that this is a first generation product. This is Apple's first dive into something. You know, the first iPhone wasn't glorious, the first iPad wasn't glorious, the first Apple Watch it wasn't glorious, was it? Do you know what I mean? Instead of diving into a new product line, so to speak, I guess it's Apple saying, well, look, this is our vision for the future. They're laying out this foundation, and you think in 10 years' time, where these chips will be, where these products are going to be, we're going to be getting more consistent Mac refreshes throughout the years now. And the design will come. I think they'll probably wait a few years to actually get everything transitioned, and as soon as the transition period's over, I think that's when we can actually start to see some real redesign. It's a first generation product. These are all first generation products, really. You have to actually just realise that and just understand that it's not actually a massive deal that these things haven't been refreshed on a design-wise. This isn't about design. This is about the architecture within the M1 chip. This is about what the M1 chip can do. And in 10 years' time, when we're on the M10 or the M11, that's when we're going to really look back on these products and think, you know what a really poor way to start off. Do you know what I mean? That's how I'm seeing it. As I said in my last video, people want to jump on these conclusions, people want to jump onto this sort of shit that Apple just don't necessarily care about redesigned products. I don't personally think that's the case. I think that this is just them just saying, look, we'll use these chassis, we'll use these old products because A, it's cheaper to make, and also sticking a chip in them, and you will immediately see better results. And that's exactly what you want. That's exactly what I want to see if I'm buying these Macs in 2-3 years time. I want to see that these Apple developed chips are sustainable, that they're just going to work, they're going to be powerhouses basically. And I do believe that, you know, when you look at the Mac Mini, MacBook Air, the 13-inch MacBook Pro as well, I do think that this is just Apple just laying down that foundation, just laying down that initial idea that this is their vision for the future. Power, efficiency, up to 50% battery life increases from just changing from Intel. and that's generation 1. To have that in generation 1 is massive, and you can only start to imagine the things it can do with the iMac Pro, with the Mac Pros, with iMacs as well. The benefits of this is absolutely huge, and I think the conversation needs to shift from Apple haven't done this, Apple haven't done that, we haven't seen this, to okay, this could completely change everything. I think we'd be stupid not to see Intel react, we'd be stupid not to see the PC market react to this and think, we're in danger now, because Apple can lower prices, Apple can do whatever they want, essentially. Over the next few years, we're going to start to see that entry point drop and drop and drop. I wouldn't be surprised to see a MacBook, the thin MacBook, coming around £500 soon. That's where I think it could lead, because they have no boundaries. You know, I guess in Apple's eyes, they're going to want to get everyone on Mac. If they can prove that power and stuff is amazing, that the efficiency of these things are good, it's going to be less about what operator, it's going to be less about what, what computer you're using. It's going to be more like, well, I prefer a Mac because I get better power, I get like stupidly long battery life, and it's hard with my phone, my HomePod, my Apple TV. Do you know what I mean? It's part of the ecosystem. This is just laying those foundations. Again, it's the first generation. It's the first time we've seen something like this. Don't be surprised to see them lower that boundary even more over the next few years, because the PC market now has to react. Apple are marketing geniuses. They will push to the end to get people on Mac. And I think by ditching Intel, by doing that, we'll start to see that happen more and more. So yeah, it's a really exciting time. If you're looking for a new computer, I've got a 15-inch MacBook Pro. But I can't help but think that in the next few years, well, let's see where this goes, because the speed, the power, everything about it is just going to be unbelievable. And I guess my thoughts about this are they're going to get so far ahead in such a short amount of time that the PC market, all of your sort of chip manufacturers and things like that, they're just going to be like, whoa, hang on a minute, where's all this come from? And it's because Apple have been doing this for years. They've been doing this on the iPad line, the iPhone line, your Apple Watches. They've been doing this for years, and they've proven every single step of the way that it's not necessarily about the specs. It's not necessarily about how, you don't have to fill this thing up with specs just to get good power. And there's going to be a massive change soon. And again, that's amazing for us consumers. That's amazing for us in this tech space, because it gives us a lot, sort of a lot to speak about. Stick one of these things in an iMac or an iMac Pro or a Mac Pro. There is unlimited things you can do with that, and you can jump on price and you can jump on things like that. But in my head, in my honest thoughts and how I'm viewing this, Apple want to get more people on Mac. Apple wants Mac to be powerful, efficient, and friendly to everybody. They also want to be like, well, hey, we did it, we don't need you anymore. And I think as that transition just keeps going and going and going, and as we see more and more products come with these Apple developed chips, I think the gap that's going to be bridged from PC to Mac is going to be something that I don't think a lot of people are ready for. I think Apple can really turn the switch on with this, and again, as they put them in more powerful units, we're really going to start to see some benefits. So in Apple's mind, getting that transition done as soon as possible will help them start to see people get hands-on with these things. That's going to be when the conversation shifts. We have to see physical evidence of what Apple can, of what Apple state, but at the same time, the iPhone chips, the iPad Pro chips, they have never let you down. So you don't necessarily have to split, so you don't really have to wait and see either. So it's an interesting time. It's a really, really exciting time. And I guess if you're looking for a Mac, maybe just hold on a little bit. Maybe hold on to what you got, because I think we're getting a lot more for your money, I believe, in the next few years, especially once everything's optimized. So are you sort of like me, and are you dreaming of these possibilities that can happen with this thing? That as an Apple enthusiast, or as a tech enthusiast in general, is really exciting, and I want to see what the PC side of things can do to really battle. I think we're on the cusp of a nice little battle here, and I think Apple can completely take the cake, personally. I'm Aaron from Medium Tech. I hope you're having a lovely day. Have a relatively nice weekend. We're in lockdown, so we can't really do much, can we? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.